Hello again and welcome back to our course on Project 2019 Advanced. In the preceding section, we set up a RAG Auto custom field, and the value of that custom field for each of the tasks in our website project was calculated using a formula. As I pointed out in that section, the formulae that you can create can be pretty sophisticated, and there are many facilities there to help you to calculate values for custom fields in very sophisticated ways. Now, in setting up the formula to calculate RAG auto values, we used if statements, and there is a very good alternative to that which can make things a lot simpler and which can deal with situations where you have more than 3 alternative values. I'm going to show you how to do that in this section. But I should point out this is just one of the many available functions, and it really is a good idea to get as much practice as you can at creating and using formulae for calculated fields. So let's once again go into Custom Fields and choose RAG Auto and click on the Formula button. And there's our formula with those nested ifs. Now what I'm going to do is to replace that with a switch statement. Now the switch statement can have as many options as you like. So let's replace that with the switch function. And I've just typed that in there, but of course you could select it from that function drop down. And our first condition, again, we're using the cost variance. And we're going to say if that is less than or equal to 0, then produce a G. Our second condition, again, is going to be cost variance. If that is less than or equal to 1,000, comma, then that will produce an A. And then our final condition, again, is against cost variance. If that is greater than 1,000, then produce an R. And that's it. So let's click OK to check our syntax. And that looks good so far. The other thing I'd like to show you now is how to use graphical indicators in association with custom fields. And what we're going to do is replace the R, A, and G letters there with some kind of graphical indicator. So let's jump back into Custom Fields. And right at the bottom where it says Values to Display, we're going to switch this from Data to graphical indicators. And what we're going to say in here is that if it's equal to value R, then which image are we going to use to represent this? Well, I'm going to use this one here. And I can do the same for the rest of them. So if the value equals A, I'm going to use the orange indicator, and if the value equals G, I'm going to use the green indicator. Now before I click on OK and show you what that looks like, just look at the top half of this dialog. I'm setting this up here for non-summary rows. I can also either have the same or different graphical indicators for summary rows and for the project summary. And note also the option towards the bottom of whether I want to show the data values in tooltips. So I'm going to stick with the images that I've set up, and I'm going to click on OK and OK again. And now my graphical indicators are in force. So that's it. I've shown you the very basics of graphical indicators. It's time now for you to do another exercise, and I'm going to cover that in the next section. So I'll see you then.